Hello, this is Mandy Nolan.
Hello.
She's our local, what do I call you?
I don't know, I think I'm a sort of a comedian's humorist, writer, social commentator and supplier of, I am a fresh food person, as you can see, a breastfeeding mother. We all love living in our community here, and the kids love it, and I think for them particularly, I love the idea of them growing up in a country town that really has the integrity of a country town like Mullumbimby, where they get to know the people in their shops and you have relationships with those people. And I think when something like Woolworths moves into your town, it starts to take away a lot of that relationship and that story that a town has about who the people are, the families that have run businesses for years, and it becomes, you know, another one of those clone type towns. It is about, this town has, I've also watched the town, I suppose, you know, say no on the major part to having a bully here and to be not heard. So it just shows the kids in our community, I think, once and for all, that bullies do win. That all the anti-bullying campaigns mustn't be true, because in the end, if you've got more money and more might, you'll have your way.
And they are showing a lot of clout at the moment by blocking off our street for 6 months already, when the agreed time was 3 months, and it's going to go on at least 9 months. And what does that say to the children? What kind of message is it to our kids about bullying?
I think it is a bit, it is very much a message that it's okay, that it's, and that there's different rules apply to different people according to your economic status, that ordinary people like you or I couldn't do something like that, but big business can. I don't, and that is, in a sense, that's corporate bullying of a small town that doesn't have the resources or the time to take them to court to say, hey, you can't block off my streets, decrease my land value, stop people coming into my shops for what's been the better part of a year, without some compensation, without some other, alternative or something, which they have, because they know they can. And somehow it just seems to happen. I can't imagine what would happen if I blocked off my street for almost a year, put a big fence around it, said, sorry, I'm building a pool. I'd be fined.
A precedent.
Yeah,
according to the mayor.
Yeah, it is, and it becomes like a dump yard. It becomes like a bit of it's a ghetto, a corporate sort of ghetto where might is right, basically. And the sad thing is, we do live in a town that there are a lot of people who are very vocal about the kind of community they want to live in and the kind of food they want to eat and the kind of, how they believe in, what sort of businesses should be here. And that community isn't consulted. That community is basically run over the top of. Although you do hear, of course, I think it has brought up this age-old wound of the locals versus the blow-ins, which is a bit of an antagonism, I think, of people that have lived here many generations that feel a little bit disenfranchised by people that have been here only 20 years or 15 years. But the irony is, those businesses that are going to be sent bankrupt or closed, they're the businesses of families that have lived here for a long time. They are the old locals. So I think it's polarised our community, and it's not just about the food and about coming in and bullying us. It's about polarising the community, and then just stepping back. Woolies have really stepped back and just let the town sort of pull itself to pieces, I think.
Yeah.
It's quite nasty.
Divide and conquer.
It's very much a divide and conquer. They're very careful with their campaign.
Talking of a campaign, Mandy, we've currently got a campaign to get people to sign letters to Gary Boyer, the regional manager, who came in 2008 here in May and told us that they were going to partner with community and have a very positive impact on community.
Isn't that nice? I think it's great to start to write letters to at least have some, expression and that we are dissatisfied with the approach and the complete lack of follow-through from what their so-called promises are. I think it's also time that communities started to get up in arms about the use of the word community in the corporate PR campaigns used by large, companies like this, basically to buy people off. It sounds like you're doing the right thing. It's nothing community. There's nothing, you know. It's just another corporate strategy of getting through and making sure you get your mandate. And they know at the end of the day, you know, they're waging on the fact that this lot of people won't like it. Eventually other people will come through and they'll start to shop there and they won't know the story and people will forget. I mean, I'm sure that's the long-term community strategies that they're really looking at.
Like Mulaney.
Yeah, exactly like Mulaney.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully, you know, I think the big thing is for us now is to make sure we support our local businesses, that we shop locally, and that we encourage other people not to shop at Woolworths and any other associated stores that may happen to open up that are associated.
Right, of which there are quite a few.
A few rumours around lately.
On the Hungry Beasts movie on our website that tells, gives a list of other things that they're into.
Yeah.
So shop locally is basically your message.
I think it's back always to shop locally. It's what you can do in your community, shopping at your growers markets, and you know, refusing to go and don't park there.
Right.
I reckon don't park there either. There's more to life than a park. You know, walk.
Good, Mandy. Thank you very much. More to life than a park. A car park.
A car park, not actually a nice park. Getting a car space. People go nuts about getting a park. It's ridiculous. I really, you know, really, people could do with a good half-hour walk from where they park the car. Then they mightn't buy as much. You consume less when you can't carry as much.